What is ISO 20022? The international standard ISO 20022, which is pronounced ISO 222, governs the transmission of electronic messages between financial organizations. The goal of ISO 20022, which was first released in 2004, was to provide the financial sector with a standard platform for producing messages utilizing a modeling technique, a central dictionary, and a set of XML and AS.1 design standards. ISO 20022 for SWIFT banks all across the world will switch from the antiquated SWIFT MT financial messaging system to the highly structured and information-dense ISO 20022 standard in the upcoming years. The adaptable framework offers a business communication syntax and semantics that are universally recognized. The same message structure, shape, and meaning will be used globally by user communities and message developers to communicate financial transaction information. The real-time gross settlement, RTGS, system renewal, instant payments, and open banking have all advanced the payments industry recently. Each of these changes has an impact on financial institutions and requires money and resources to implement. Banks, businesses, and anybody involved in the payments industry will be significantly impacted by the transition to new systems and standards, such as ISO 20022. By supporting non-Latin alphabets, adhering to XML-based methodologies, and harmonizing formats that could not previously communicate with one another, the new global language of financial messaging will promote interoperability. Messages from ISO 20022 can be categorized depending on the data elements used by various payment mechanisms. The routing of domestic, international, ACH, real-time, and high-value payments is covered by the standard. Financial organizations can take advantage of ISO 20022's improved interoperability to boost productivity while lowering costs and risk exposure. The creation of value-adding ISO 20022-based services and efficient fraud detection techniques is made possible by improved data quality, improved STP and reconciliation, and more automation. By 2023, 79% of high-value payments by volume and 87% by value, according to SWIFT forecasts, will already have moved to ISO 20022. Problems with implementing ISO 20022. The advantages of ISO 20022 come at a cost. Each and every character in a financial communication must be entirely accurate and in accordance with the guidelines. On both the sending and receiving sides, the format is checked at several points throughout the communication channel chain. Even one missing colon might cause a transfer worth millions to be refused or delayed for several days. For banks, payments organizations, and businesses that rely on legacy infrastructure, the diversity and complexity of ISO 20022 migration pose significant obstacles. A few old systems are incompatible with the new standard. To utilize new message processing capabilities, financial organizations may need to invest in a comprehensive technical overhaul. Once financial institutions modify and enhance their infrastructure to handle greater volumes of ISO 20022 payments data at a faster rate, the new standard provides more effective management of nostro reconciliation, exception handling, billing reporting, and AML checks. By educating, managing, and monitoring their clients' and workers' grasp of the new standard, industry players can take advantage of these opportunities. Due to the difficulty of implementing ISO 20022, top management will need to actively support adoption initiatives while encouraging input from technical departments and software partners. To view it as merely another IT project is to significantly undervalue the essential elements and overall significance of the relocation. Sulabh Agarwal, Managing Director of Accenture's Global Payments Division. Evaluation of long-term strategy and collaboration with payment software vendors to jump-start the ISO 20022 conversion should be many financial institutions' first priorities. Institutions that have a head start can fully grasp and take use of the advantages of the new standards and introduce streamlined procedures, effective goods, and improved service before their rivals. Timetable for implementing ISO 20022. Worldwide high-value payment systems, HVPS, have already switched to ISO 20022 in order to profit from these advantages, including those in China, Japan, and Switzerland. In the upcoming years, several nations are expected to embrace the new universal standard. SWIFT chose to postpone its migration to ISO 20022 by 1 year, to November 2022, as major international financial institutions reallocated resources to address the global COVID-19 pandemic's more immediate effects. The timescales for implementation have changed in line with SWIFT's decision to postpone, affecting the whole financial sector. Most of the time, the implementations of the ECB, EBA Clearing, Bank of England, Federal Reserve Bank, Hong Kong, and Malaysia have been postponed until 2022. The adoption is still up in the air, despite ISO 20022 being widely acknowledged as the universal standard for financial messaging. Financial institutions will need to commit time and resources over an extended period to obtain knowledge and experience for a successful migration to ISO 20022, while the world recovers from the pandemic and migration efforts continue. Financial institutions have the chance to reassess their business models and set up their infrastructure for the future of digital payments because to the complexity of implementing ISO 20022, which is a substantial hurdle. Thanks for watching.